We've got to finish mowing this little field here. We started with the headlands, but we did not get finished. We've got $54,000, and it is the afternoon of March on year number 7. So far, we have not succeeded in earning $1 billion. Not even close. But we've been making good progress in the series, and today we'll be making progress by rolling the fields we planted, getting them harvested, and replanting them in canola for our new canola oil factory. Now, of course, we can do other oils with that as well, and it is our hope that owning a factory might help us accumulate a little bit more money. And you know what? Historically, that kind of is what happened. But does art imitate life? We'll find out today. Because by the end of today, we will have some crop to send over to our new factory that we bought. You guys remember we did get these chickens, and we upgraded to a larger greenhouse as well. We should continue upgrading those, but right now we're kind of strapped for cash. But if you've been trying along on your own Billionaire series, let me know how it's been going for you in the comments down below. If you have any ideas or suggestions, drop them down below as well. Keep in mind that we're learning as we do this. So if you're a new player or an experienced player, it's a perfect series for you. Drop some knowledge in the comments, go through, read what other people have been doing, and together we can find out the best way to play this game. Right now, I'm focusing more on farm work than ever before. Previously, I focused on speeding through years, hoping that our passive income options from the solar panels would generate us enough money, but that's just not quite the case. The farming hasn't been profitable, and honestly, ironically, the only reason we're where we are right now is because we didn't farm for an entire year. Now, if you want to be cheesy about it, I could say, oh, I'm gonna put all my ground into CRP for the next 15 years, and I'm gonna put on government subsidy mod, and then you know, I'm gonna fast forward 15 years, and boom, I'm gonna have a ton of money. I'm gonna take that money and invest it into the stock mod, and then boom, gonna fast forward another few years, have a ton of money. And yeah, we could try that. So if you want to see a modded billionaire challenge, then we'll do that once we achieve it unmodded. But first, we got to complete the more impressive feat. That's getting $1 billion without, you know, changing a single thing about the game. That's gonna be a feat. So we got that mowed, and I have all of this grass kind of around here too, and I feel like I might as well mow it because I have it. And our crop hasn't grown yet, so I highly doubt we can damage our crop with our mower. Just to be safe, I'm gonna do everything I can to keep the mowing part, the blades off of the crop, but we can maybe get an extra bale or two out of this, so we might as well go along and just mow it up. One of the things I do need is a rake. That is going to make baling a lot easier. And if we're going to focus in on these silage bales a little bit more, then we probably ought to do that. All right, finished up our first pass wrapping around our field. I'm just going to kind of clean up maybe a second pass on these last little pieces here. I need to look in the store and see what a rake might cost. So there's not one for sale, which is unfortunate. It means we're going to have to find one ourselves. Windrowers are what we're looking through now. I've got quite a bit of horsepower. I mean, I can run the biggest one there is, but it weighs a lot and I don't want to, and it's expensive, and that's just absurd, okay? Now, more reasonably priced might be this little dude. I mean, it's pretty small, but it'll do the job. This one could work. This one would actually be nice. This one would probably be one we wouldn't even have to upgrade to. Yeah, you know what? Because the next prices are crazy. That's not a terrible price. I think that's what we're going to take. Go ahead and buy this. We're down to $34,000. Now we have a rake, so I'm going to go down to the store and pick that up. We also need to consider someplace to store our silage bales. Now we have all this grass down here we probably should mow, and I guess I will. For now, we'll just start here. Let's go ahead, start pulling forward. I'm going to turn on our little windrower, and hopefully we don't whisk all the seeds out of the dirt there. We end up having seeds growing in our silage bale. Oh, we just thought we'd give them a little nutritious seed blend, you know? It's a pretty pathetic little windrow after I windrow it, though. Definitely makes me think we need to get some grass fields so we can do this proper. Maybe if we can find the money, we'll invest in that, because it might be worth it. This is where we'll find out. We're going to get a few bales here, and we'll take them to sell in February when the high is. We'll see just how much we might be able to earn from it. Everything you guys see is kind of a product of your suggestion. We're doing these silage silage bales because you suggested it. We switched to soybeans for a while because you suggested it. I bought a production facility because you suggested it. We got chickens, and I upgraded the greenhouse because you suggested it. So you guys have a lot more power in the comments down below than you might realize. I'm just putting that out there. All right, so we've got all of first and only headlands done. I feel like I need to mow the rest of this or something. I'm happy that we bought the rake. We need to keep the rake. I need to not sell the rake. I have a tendency of selling things. Right now, oh, I need to rake all this. Okay, wait, let me just do that. Ha ha ha. I'll get this all raked up. We'll switch over to baling. Once we get this all baled, we'll move on to June and sell the soybeans. So we'll be making some money here pretty shortly, which is good because we've been spending a lot of it. All right, we're finishing up our little field here. I've done a beautiful job, if I say so myself. Definitely a semi-professional job at best. There you go. Everything has been raked. Now we just got to put this away. And I could pull the mower back out for that tiny little piece down there. Yeah, it's probably worth it. Okay, turns out that's going to be very fun and difficult to back. So I'm going to put it in a situation where I don't have to back it up. How about that? Call me the big brain farmer. All right, we just going to carve out a couple headlands here. Nothing too crazy. Just a pass here and probably 2 passes along that white fence. We might be able to get a whole extra bale out of it, so worth it in my book. And just like that, we're done mowing up our grass here this spring. This has been the busiest spring that we have had in a very long time. That might mean this is going to be the most profitable. I sure hope so. Excuse me, Mr. Windrower. It seems that I'm in need of your assistance again, buddy. Sure, it's kind of weird farming in the middle of town, right next to the fire department. You know what else is weird? Not liking and subscribing to The Formal Pickle. Do you want to be weird? No? Well, then you know what to do. You do want to be weird? Well, then you still know what to do. I'm a man of the people, baby. My fellow weird and non-weird YouTube consumers. Thank you for contributing to my watch time. Don't back up weird, 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 please, please. It got most of it. It's got a little curve at the end. You know what? I'm gonna call that good. Windrow, baby. Woo. Let's go get the baler. Time to do some baling. I ain't got a baler on there yet, but I like your enthusiasm. Ah! Oh, good Lord! Somebody used a marshmallow like Mario Kart. Farm some Mario Kart, anybody? Why is this the second time I've tipped myself over by a fluffy marshmallow in my driveway? Ay, the things I do for farm sim content. Here we go, backing up again. Remember what I said? That's fine, I'm just not gonna put myself in a position where I gotta back it up. Turns out I'm a liar. Deer? No, this is a Massey Ferguson farm. Get out of here, because she's got all but. Guess, get it? All but? Ah, man. It's a real handful, you know what I mean? Wait a minute, Jake. I don't want to call you stupid, but you're a moron. That mower is not your baler, and your baler is blocked by your planter. I think I can squeeze it out of there. We're fine. Lazy Farmer 101 doesn't put things away properly. Those things end up in the way, and then he thinks, I can squeeze around it, and then he has to take a trip to the mechanic. Okay, time to do some baling. I'm excited for this. Are you excited? We're going to bale about 150, lower the thingy, turn on the baler, turn on automatic drop, and Bob's your uncle. Let's get at this. So the nice thing about doing the silage bales is it wants grass, which means I don't have to ted my hay. And y'all know how I feel about using a tedder. I don't. I just don't, okay? I refuse to use tedders. I hate them. So long story short, this works fantastic for me. And we found this beauty for sale. What do we get, like 50-some% off this beauty? I'm pretty sure. Old Fent did us good, boys. I tell you what's not doing us good. The yield on this grass. We ain't getting nothing. Did I? Oh, I did. Okay. We got a whole grass field over there I cannot forget to do. We about to have a bale, boys. Of course, we're going to have a bale furthest from the house, and there it is. Can't ever have them close to the house. No, way down here where I got to take a trip to pick it up. Watch, so the baler bales it, puts it on the wrapping platform, so we didn't have to buy a wrapper. All in one piece of equipment, and we got it on sale. Love it. And it just wraps it up, drops it off, and Bob is your uncle still. I'm just checking in to see if he's been disowned or not. He hasn't? Now, just wait. Families with uncles named Bob be giving him the side eye right now, like, wonder. I love getting rocks in my hay. Do they order a little bit of rock in their silage? I'm sure it ain't nothing but healthy. Don't worry about a thing. I promise you, there are much worse things in your food. I wonder if our greenhouse been doing any better. I'm curious to see how much money it earns us here. It's March right now, coming up on 3 o'clock. Well, 2:30, I suppose, is a closer number. We're going to get to skip through a few months here. It's going to be great. We need some money, honey. As long as the chickens got feed, that's what we got to worry about. We got to worry about our chickens. I know what you're thinking. Well, Jake, but your chickens are giving you eggs, and all them eggs is gonna make you money. No, all them eggs go in my tummy. What, you think I'm not having bunches of eggs for breakfast? You crazy. So I forgot about my bail, and we went through that whole entire stretch there, didn't get nothing out of it, so we gonna do it again. But I think in total we're gonna get 3 bales out of all of this. We're not going to get one last one off of what we're getting here, which is unfortunate, but our grass will continue to grow, so I'm not too worried about it. Actually, we should probably fertilize this now that I think about it. All right, you know what? Why not? You guys like your chickens fertilized, right? Because they're more or less going to be fertilized with their close proximity to it. Not that that's a good spot for a baler, but it is a good spot for a lazy man to park his baler. And hello, it's me, lazy man. I'll sneak over here and pick up this little dude, this little sprayer. Did we buy this one on sale? I don't remember. I want to say we did, but for some reason I feel like we bought it full price. I feel like I got ripped off. Whether or not that's true, I have no idea, but it feels true, you know? I truly wonder if I can reach all of... Ooh, we can. And our chickens are only going to get mildly fertilized. Only the ones right there on the edge. 3 chickens have been fertilized. Didn't take very long to fertilize, did it? All right, I'll see y'all in a few months here. Oh, I didn't roll. Should I roll? I should probably roll. That's real kick in the knackers. I gotta go roll something? Man, the Dalbo Power Roller 1230 HD sounds like a workout piece of equipment. Do you even roll, bro? Yeah, I use the Power Roll 1230 HD. Anyways, we've got the roller picked up. Why am I lining up as if this thing works as good as my sprayer? My spreader is fantastic. This thing is mediocre. Understand the difference, Jake. You gotta go way over here, okay? Now we way up here. You gotta back your fanny. Come on. Back that up, boy. Okay, putting the roller down and going to town. You know how it is. I'm gonna hire a worker. We're finishing up our last field that we needed to roll, and then we are going to move on to June and sell those soybeans. Right after that, we will be harvesting what we're rolling right now, and then we'll be planting canola for the end of the year. Oh, look at me, a liar again. I was wrong. We have a bunch of weeds in our field that we have to take care of before we move on. So I'm running down here to the store to pick up a sprayer that we leased so we can apply some herbicide down onto the fields. Now, I thought about buying it. The sprayer cost about $34,000, and at the time we had $38,000. But as you can see, after leasing this and buying the spray, we already only have $34,000, which means that we would have gone completely, absolutely broke. And for that reason, I did not. Now, we probably could have got away with it. We probably have enough seed to plant all of our canola. I just did not want to really risk it. So we're just going to do what we can with the lease. And maybe by the end of our canola harvest, we can buy an actual sprayer. Because I want to get to where we're not leasing these things. That's when we're really going to start to see more money come in. And of course, then we just start seeing, you know, expenses go out on repairs and things like that. But we're trying, man. We're trying. All right, so I think we're lined up. I'm going to go ahead and start going forward and just spraying. And we should be killing off all of the weeds. We can see back here, the way Farm Sim handles it, all the weeds die immediately, leaving just your crop. And you can see we had a huge amount out here. And you can even just see them out here in this field. Like, you might think, oh, that's all just grass or crop or... Nope, that's a bunch of weeds sitting in a field that we need to spray off and take care of. So we're going to go through, turn all these fields partially brown, and just hope that we don't accidentally touch, inhale, or have anything to do with the spray coming out of the back of this. Am I going to put spray on my daggum honey? Whoopsies. Hold on. Sorry. Wait a minute. Just really trying not to spray the honey. All right, there we go. Lined up. So we got our first 2 fields all sprayed. I need to check on our grass field and see if that needs sprayed. I don't know. Not the end of the world if it has weeds, to be honest. But we are probably going to have to spray the other big field out back. So we'll get all of this done, return the sprayer, and finally get to June like I've been wanting to get to for the last hour. it is now June. We're going to be watching the market, and the second it hits the peak, we will go sell those soybeans, see what money we've got after, and we'll see if there's anything good for sale. Ooh, some nice stuff in there. Maybe we'll check that out afterwards as well. I know what you're thinking. Jake, it is 11:20 p.m. What are you doing? Well, oh, look, things for sale. Ooh, money to spend? Yes, please. I don't have enough for any of that, and at least not anything that I need. The tractor would be nice, but I ain't got that much. No, sir. Really what we need is a combine. There's not one for sale. But soybeans have topped out at $14.10. Now, this is the highest that I've seen it, and it's not going to go any higher, so we are going to go sell it right now, 11:20 p.m. We need to get that trailer out of there. Let's see. We're going to use our little Massey Ferguson tractor, fire it up, and we'll sneak over to the sell point. Goldcrest is where they're gonna go, so we need to rent the train to do so. At one point I said it was like $1,000 to rent the train. I don't know where I got that stat. I think that might just be what it mathed out for us at one point in time when we were playing a game. Maybe, or for some reason we spent that much. I don't remember. All I know is I've been told that, and it's apparently wrong. We know it's wrong because we've tested it, and you guys have tested it, and everyone has been there like, nope, that's not quite right. Just like how I was accidentally hooking up to a water trailer. All right, so we're sneaking in to pick up this trailer, and we're gonna move these 12,430 liters of soybeans down to the sell point. We're gonna get about $17,500. Oh, that's not bad at all. All right, we made it to where the train people work. I gotta run over here and do the train's mating call real quick. Caw-caw, caw-caw, Mr. Train. Hello. No, that's a car. I don't know. Maybe I'm not gonna get a train today, I guess. Oh. Hey, I was gonna say you guys might have to like and subscribe, but looks like you're saved. Wait, hit the brakes, hit the brakes. Like the video to hit the brakes. Like the video to hit the brakes, please. Oh, thank you, you saved me. Whew. Well, we got our train, so now we can load up the Massey Ferguson on in and get our money from Goldcrest. This is gonna cost us a little bit of money to haul from the train, but nothing too much. We're gonna be getting a good price. Dumping the soybean in for $14.10 on 12,430 liters of soybeans. We should be getting a pretty decent check off of our crop. Don't hit the door. Don't hit the door, Jake. Now go. Okay, so it's unloaded into their elevator. But I'm going to go ahead and fill up with our soybeans. I need this trailer to stop. And you guys can see it's actually, it's done. 10%. Our whole year's effort, our entire life's work fails 10% of one singular grain thing. Just go sell it. $40 is what it costs to get the train. Nothing compared to the $17,525 that we got for selling it. We have $77,000 in the bank. I'd call that a fantastic June. I'm going to run back over to home, and next month we'll just check on the grass. If the grass doesn't need mowed, then we'll move right on through to harvest of our oats so we can get the canola planted on in the fields. What? No way. It's time to harvest, fellers, and I almost missed the farm. Whoopsie doodly. You know what that means? Oh, gotta slow the clock down, Jake. Gee whiz. We got a little bit of weed right there. Whoopsie doodly. I missed some. My bad. Chicken's been doing good. Greenhouse been doing good. We sold our crop. That stuff is in the way of the door. Let me just push that over there real quick. And all of our oats are ready to be harvested. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we harvest our oats right now. That means next month we can plant our canola, so we absolutely need to get the harvest going now, which means I'm going to need this trailer I just disconnected. Okay, we're going to just reconnect to that, and we'll wait until we need this again. Now, I need to hope and pray that there's a combine not for sale. Fantastic. Okay, well, we're going to have to buy a combine, which we could. We could just buy a combine again and have a combine, but I don't think I'd have the money to get the header as well. I would not. So that's really kind of out of the question. Now, I could lease the combine. That's kind of expensive, and the amount of leases that we have spent to get this crop, we're not getting our money's worth. We should not have done this. The only reason we should have done this was for feed for the chickens. Because I know I'm not getting my money's worth off the crop itself, most likely. But we got to get out of the field, I guess, and I have no other choice right now. So we're going to lease the combine, and we're going to lease the header. We're down to $73,000 in the bank, and we're going to continue doing everything we can to break 100K. I mean, I've been there. I've been over 100K. Just can't seem to stay there. I make too many investments and often they don't pay off. But that's okay. I just call those tax write-offs. All right, so we're gonna just get started right away on harvest by putting the combine right down in the field and get going ourselves. Now, I was gonna line up and do the down back, but I'm gonna do a little headland pass here, a couple passes, just to make sure we have enough room to turn around. Can get a little tight down here from the past 7 years of doing this, or 6 years of doing this. I know a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two. But the nice thing about doing these oats is we also get to bale and sell the straw. Again, I lined up for the down and I want to do another headland. And that'll actually work perfectly because we're going to break out the baler and get the rest of this grass that has grown up all mowed down and baled into silage bales again. But I probably better move a few bales when I do that, otherwise they're going to be in the way. Okay, so while the hired worker goes, we are going to be... Actually, you know what? Let me just pull this trailer out of the barn so it's in a spot I can easily unload into. Ow, okay. Remind me to fix that window. That way I can utilize my tractor to do a little mowing while the hired worker's doing the harvesting. Look at this. Efficiency, baby. This is what we like to see. I know we've had our rough patches, but I do feel like every single year, every single season, we start to hone in on what we're supposed to be doing. We start to kind of learn and we adapt a little bit, and it's going well. Now, I'm gonna line that up to be ready to be used, but as I start to prepare to mow this, I remember I need to move all these bales. So tell you what, let's focus in on that. I don't want to use my pallet fork for moving these, so we're gonna run down to the store, get a silage bale grabber, and move these bales, and I'll be right back. Hit him with the toot toot. Hey buddy, keep going. Make me money. Okay, so it's either this one or this one. I think this one's for round bales, and I think this one's for square bales based off the design. So we're gonna go with... Yeah, oh, that turns into a bale spear. I did not know that. We're gonna do the wrapped bale picker-upper, though. Buy this for $2,100. Can I make it not blue? Too late. It's blue. Back up, son! Put it in reverse, Tear! I like that the little R and actually neutral and drive all show up on the... Look at that. You can see all the numbers and stuff. That's pretty neat. Alrighty, we got our new blue fingertips, and we're gonna skedaddle back on down to the farm. Here we go. We make a lot of trips to the store, man. I wish they had delivery, but all we got here is DiGiorno. How did that even happen? 1 minute, you're on your phone. Next minute, you're doing this. I guess that's the reason not to use your phone while you're driving down the highway. Ask me if I learned. Okay. Good news, bad news. I'm here, and I'm ready to pick this bale up, but I don't know what I'm doing. Are you going to cooperate with me? Also, that's pretty easy. So you just kind of nestle them, dude. They just kind of nestle on down in there like you carrying a marshmallow. Where's the campfire, fellers? So we could store these in the barn. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I can fit under this shed. If I can fit under this shed, maybe. I don't think I can. No, I'm not going to be able to. Yeah, so that's not where I want to put it. Oh, hey, that's mine, not yours. Get your own, Marshmallow. So I'm not exactly sure what to do. I'm just going to put him right... Well, I guess he's going to go right there. And we'll put the rest over there, too. Why not? And we're going to be just about full. So after this pass, I might as well empty this thing out. That way the hired worker has a completely empty tank to work with. Oh, my pipe's a little shorter than I say it is. There we go. We got her lined up, dumping on into the trailer. Just a few thousand liters of oats hopping on in there. No biggie, dude. We're making progress. We've got these fields almost harvested. We can get the straw off of them. I think really I just need to get at least that bale and maybe a couple bales over there moved out of the way. I mean, I know I need to move that one too and stuff, but some of the marshmallows are in the way. Some of the marshmallows are not in the way. Who am I to say whether a marshmallow is or is not in the way? Alright, so they're going on this field once again. They're empty, so they should be able to go for a while. They should be able to finish that field, actually. So we are just going to try and scoop up Mr. Bale. Hello, Mr. Bale. It's me, the guy here to scoop you. TMZ, where's the scoop? Come on. Come on. Work with me. Work with me. Yeah, there you go. Pick it up. Woo! We getting good with it, boys. We getting good with it. I can pick up marshmallows better than anyone I know. And that's a fight on sight, brother. At me in the comments. And we're just going to dump this one right back here with the other bale. That's going to be where we store them just for the time being because I don't know what else to do. I want to get a few of the bales. There's a couple over here. This is our actual grass field, which is looking fantastic, actually. This is a really solid, that's fertilized, it's a 95% yield bonus. So this is going to be really good to have, and I definitely want to get this mowed down as soon as we can. That means I got to get the marshmallows out of here. All right, just right up underneath, pick it up. There it is, she's a beaut, boys. Looking good, looking good. I'm going to move this marshmallow over here. And I'll repeat this a couple more times until I got all of them out of the way. We'll hook up to the mower and get that rolling. I feel like we suddenly way more busy on the farm than we ever been before. That's for sure. By the way, if my game is lagging, it's because we have a snowstorm in real life. That's all. No biggie. It's not the game dying. It's just my internet struggling. There we go. Got the last of the marshmallows. That should be a movie. Still last of the Mohicans. We'll pile them up over here with their brothers. That way when we have a bonfire, we know where to find them. And you know what? That thing can stay with them too, since that's what it's for. Now I want us to switch over to the mower and get all this grass mowed down so we can bale it up and get even more marshmallows. We're getting a good harvest here with our hired worker getting through our oats. We're getting new marshmallows that we're going to get money for, or we could use for livestock if we did want to invest in that in the future. And in just 1 month, we're going to get these fields all planted with canola, our actual main crop. So everything we've been doing right now is kind of extra on the side. I'm really curious to see how this year turns out for us. Aside from our 1 year of doing nothing, this is probably going to be our most profitable year yet. But I'm going to try and mow through as much of this without getting the crop as we can, all the way up to there apparently, and then we'll get it raked through, baled up, and well, you know the process.